All right, while you're in Photoshop, go ahead and go up to File, and we're going to click on New. And this time we're going to give it a name and make sure that it's in film and video. So if it's not in film and video, scroll down to where it says it, click it so that you have a width of 1920, height of 1080, and go and click OK. If you still don't see the timeline, make sure you go into Window and go down and check timeline so it shows up. This is without and this is with. These blue lines are giving us an indication as to where it's safe for if it was viewing on a television screen, where you would want your animation to fall within. All right. And now to begin animating, you're going to go into Layer and go down to Video Layers and click on New Blank Video Layer. And it'll populate down below over here. All right, and from here, I'm going to open up my layers just so I can have it on the right side of mine. If you don't have it, then you can just pull it up too. So what we are going to do is we're going to go over to the little menu button up here in the upper right of the timeline, and we are going to go to Set Timeline Frame, and right now it should be around 30 frames per second. We're going to bring that down to about 15 frames per second. All right. And now you can start drawing. So for example, here I am going to do my little animation. And I'm just going to do something simple, squiggly line to start. Now to go to my next frame, I'm going to click this little arrow right here. And I have the onion skin on, so it becomes a little bit more opaque. And so I see what was on the previous frame. To change that so that you can view that, again, you'll need to go over into the little menu button right here in the timeline and click on Enable Onion Skins. So without it, I don't see what was on the previous frame, so I don't really know what was there. And you want to be able to know what was there so you can make your slight changes frame by frame. So I'm going to go ahead and click it to enable it. And if you want to adjust your onion skin settings, you can come down here to change them. I suggest that you have one frame before, one frame after, and the spacings. All right, so go ahead and click OK. And I'm just going to continue my little animation. You'll see what evolves from it. It's okay to have your little squiggly lines because it makes it more, there's more movement and it gives some more life to it. So again, every time I'm moving on to a new frame, I just click my little arrow here and I make my slight changes, little changes by little. 15 frames will go by really fast. Alright, so let's shorten this a bit down to where we are currently, and let's give it a play. Alright, so now when I'm actually playing it, I don't want to see the onion skin. So there we go. Alright, there's my quick little animation. And to see it loop, I go into my little settings right here and loop the playback, and let's see what happens. Yay! It keeps going over and over. My flower is growing and my son is happy. Now we're going to make this into a GIF. So go ahead and go up to File. Alright, we're going to go into File and Save for Web. Which is under Export. Save for Web. Okay, and just do GIF 64 no dither, and then click Save. give it its file location that you're going to be able to find it at a later date. And now when I go to find it, it's in my savings here. And now if I open up a web page, let's make it a little smaller. You should be able to just drag and drop it into that search, and there we go. There's my GIF that I made. Lost it.